Hello and welcome to this video review of Permanon. Now this review is going to be for the Permanon Auto product, and then I'm also going to demonstrate the Permanon Platinum product as well. Now this car is mine, 2011 Lincoln MKX. It's just been washed. A few weeks ago this driver's side back passenger door was done with the Permanon Auto. The whole car, including that door underneath it, have been done with C-quartz. So the Permanon was used as a topper for the C-quartz. So we're going to put a hose to it now and compare how both of these doors shed water and see what the difference is. Okay, so we'll start with the C-quartz door. See how the water just runs right off it, and basically at what pace. And now we'll do that same door that has C-quartz and Permanon. Very, very same qualities. To me, the Permanon door is perhaps letting the water rush off a little bit faster, but if you look at the droplets left on both doors, I'd say it's the same. So you know, if you're looking for a good booster product on top of your nano quartz, that's the purpose that I'm using it for. That's really underselling a product. It's got probably 6 months of protection realistically on its own, and the nice thing about the Permanon is that it can be sprayed on and removed without actually touching your paint, and I'm going to demonstrate that next. Okay, so when I mentioned that the Permanon can be applied without touching the surface, this is what I mean by that. I'm going to be coating the inside wheel wells, which are plastic. These have A-quartz, the original A-quartz that Avi sold. That was a little bit more difficult product to use than the C-quartz that came after. The Permanon I have mixed up is in this Flowmaster pump-up spray bottle. It's all sprayed up and ready to go. So we're just going to spray it on here as if you were spraying an all-purpose cleaner in or whatever. Just basically you want to coat everything. And it's already bonded. This stuff bonds instantly. So the secret on not touching, because what Permanon has been recommending is you take a microfiber to dry it. But if you have a leaf blower, or better yet, a master blaster, you now go over and blow the remaining residual distilled water off of the surface. You'll have no water spotting and you will have a protected surface. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll show you the result after. Okay, so I've gone around and treated actually all 4 of my wheel wells, and I've got a little bit left here. So I thought, well, let's do this wheel too, and then you can see, you know, perhaps a little bit better detail than with the wheel well. The other thing I've used this for is for the barrels of the wheels, which normally you have to remove to seal, and with this amazing spray on, wipe off or blow off product, you no longer have to do that. So just like before, you can actually see how the water is beating. If this had been a previously untreated surface, that would allow you to know that the Permanon has already done its magic and has made the bond. This was previously treated, but nonetheless, you know, with the beading there, it is now ready to be removed, and I'm going to blow it off with the master blaster, just like I'm going to do with the doors and the wheel wells and everything else I've got wet. Hold on. Okay, so finished product for both the wheel well and the wheel. Actually did a gorgeous job on the wheel. I'm very impressed with both, but wow, what an awesome way to treat a wheel. The very cool thing about using Permanon on your wheels is that it is, if I recall correctly, about 100 degrees Celsius higher threshold of heat than what brake dust comes onto the wheel at. So in other words, the brake dust will not bake itself onto the surface of the Permanon because it can withstand about, I think it's 100 degrees Celsius more heat than what that brake dust is dishing out. So it will clean off relatively easily without any protection. I've yet to test it, and looking forward to doing so, but you folks with German cars that get that horrific brake dust, this is the answer that you've been looking for.